Hello, fountain pen people. Back again today. I know it's not one of the regular Inkvent ones, but I wanted to show something that I picked up before Christmas. Not entirely proud of having picked it up, but just because I can't seem to restrain myself when things like this come along. Those of you who know, Kara's Pen Company is one of my favorites, and Kara's did a mystery box this year. You could pick 4 different levels. There was a regular rollerball, a premium rollerball, a regular fountain pen, and a high-end fountain pen. And it came in this box, and I got the premium fountain pen one, and they promised that it would be worth at least as much as we paid for the box, and they weren't kidding. So I'm going to show you everything that came in it. That was the box, and let's get through the little stuff first here. They sent along one of their keychains. These are machined by them out of aluminum. I haven't opened this one up yet, but it's a Kara's Penco keychain, which is really cool. And a couple of notebooks, a small one and a large one. This is passport size, and this is larger. Almost 8.5, but not quite, I don't think. I have an A5 notebook here. And when I was mentioning the leatherwork, this is the leatherwork I do. Yeah, it's about the same size as A5, a little bit narrower than A5. So that's pretty cool. Now, I've used this paper in the past, and it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not great. It works okay with fountain pens. A little bit wetter pens are going to do worse, so a drier pen with a fine nib and you'll be okay, but it's not like Tomoe River or anything like that. It also came with a whole mess of stickers, and most of these I've had before. I've had this sheet before. I like their stickers. This one I haven't seen before. Made in Mesa. I've seen this one. I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Okay, sorry, I got interrupted there for a second, and this is another new one I haven't seen before. So yeah, some stickers. And then these two things are envelopes full of postcards, and there are 3 or 4 different ones in each pack. I'm not going to pull them all out, but that's really cool. I have a couple of people that I don't mind sending postcards to every now and then, some pen pal friends. It also came with a bottle of ink. They've had 2 that I know of. They've had this one, which is Havasupai Falls, which is a teal ink. The inks are made by Papier Plume, which reportedly are made in-house in their Louisiana shop, but I've also read where it says that the inks are actually made in France for Papier Plume, so I don't know. Whatever the case, it's a decent ink, and it's a nice little bottle. That's pretty cool. But then for like the big reveal, there were 3 pen boxes in the box as well. And the first one is this retractable, which is their version of a mechanical pencil. It's machined out of solid brass, so it's very hefty. It's got a great weight to it and feel. I'm not loving the pale blue here, but it's not terrible. But the way this thing works is fantastic, and I like the rings that are machined into here, so you get a good purchase on it. It kind of reminds me of some of those old Pentel mechanical pencils, but with a lot more heft to it. It's a 0.07, a 0.7 rather, lead, which is a good robust size of lead, and it came with a little eraser. How cool is that? So that's great. I was thinking about getting one of these, and I know they're not making them anymore, so the fact that they sent me one is fantastic. Then, let's see, number 2 here. This is a Fountain K. This is based on their original pen that they came out with, which was the Render K rollerball pen, but this one is a fountain pen because I have no use for a rollerball. And that they chose green, or that was random, I have no idea, but green is the color of the pens I like, and so this is fantastic. So it's a machined aluminum pen, knurled at the top here, stainless steel clip, aluminum grip section there with the large number 5 size nib from Bock with their engraving of Kara's on there. And I believe this one is a broad. I like to get broad nibs because then I like to grind them to italics or architects. But that's a pretty cool thing. I know that they're ending production of these, so this is kind of like the last hurrah. But really cool too is that there's an O-ring in the cap here that engages on a land here right above the threads, so that when you cap it, you can feel the resistance from that O-ring and it doesn't come undone in your bag or in your pocket, which is really cool. Then the final one. It's not in here, but there's another pen that came with it. It's because it's sitting over here in my pen cup. Where's it hiding? There it is. It is an ink. This is the like flagship fountain pen from Kara's Pen Company. And this is one of the newer versions, meaning that it's a version 2. That means it has the O-ring in the cap, just like the smaller one, that seals the cap and keeps it from coming undone randomly. The threads are cut in kind of an Acme pattern. Not quite. They're just flatter and shallower so that they don't cause any kind of discomfort if you do rest your fingers on it. Because this is solid brass, it's super smooth action. There's no galling or anything like that. And this one was tumbled, meaning it's got this kind of rough finish on it. And the clips, now the clips used to be made out of stainless steel. On one pen and one pen only, they used titanium. I have that one, but it's put away right now. This is anodized aluminum, and they said that they've tested it and that it's done pretty well without bending. It's got a very different look to it from the other ones. It's more precise looking. The corners and edges are much sharper, and it was anodized kind of this matte gray. And just to show you what the Havasupai ink looks like, this is a Kara's Pen Company ink, which is the name of the pen itself. And the ink is Havasupai. Falls, which is a beautiful teal ink, and it's got some great shading there. On good paper, you'll see this. Papier Plume inks tend to be, they tend to penetrate and feather a little bit more than other inks that I've used. But if you use them on good paper, they're great. They're just fine. And this one shows some good shading. There's good ink flow from this pen. See, I smeared it around. And this is a double broad nib. And you can see right there, that's the stylized K logo from Kara's, and then there's a BB etched in there, which if that wasn't there, you wouldn't know what size these are because Bock does not mark their nibs. Anyway, so this is everything that came with the mystery box from Kara's. And to say that you get your money's worth from this mystery box is an understatement. They do it was fantastic. I'm glad I did it, and I hope you have a good one, and I hope that nobody got too many spoilers from this. But the thing is everybody's is going to be different, so it'll be fine. Anyway, I hope you have a good one and a fantastic Christmas. Bye-bye.